Hello and welcome to another edition of Mailbag. What is Mailbag? Well, Mailbag is a feature of the channel where you guys leave lots of comments on the channel and I attempt to answer those comments, or if I can't answer those comments, I throw it out to you guys who have more knowledge on some of this stuff than I do. So let's get into the first mailbag of this session. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go over to Instagram and follow me there. Go over to Facebook, follow me there. That's where the normal notices are. And consider becoming a Patreon. Next comment or question comes from Stuart Williams in response to Korg OASYS installing more memory and a new battery video I did in July 2018. And Stuart writes in response to somebody else's comment, how would I migrate the disk to SSD? Do I need connectors? Now I can answer that because the easiest way to do this is to basically use a software cloning package and a USB adapter for both the source and target. What I would do is, to be honest, I would create an ISO image as part of the cloning process as well, so you can always get back to that point where you clone the disk if you have to go through the process again. The key really to this is to not use the disk authorization key that is on the source, and you move that key to the target. And if you don't do that, then you're opening yourself up to a whole heap of problems trying to get your disk reauthorized. Now, when I picked my Korg OASYS up, probably in 2018, I suspect it was when I got it. I can't remember now off the top of my head, but looking at the video time scales, that would probably be about right. The KorgUser.net website was still functioning. Now, since that point in time, the KorgUser.net website has been deprecated, and all the Korg OASYS authorization functionality seems to have been, although you can still go and request an authorization key, you don't tend to get any response out of it. So all that functionality seems to be switched off, although the website itself and the forms don't seem to have gone. They've been hidden, but they don't seem to be gone. So if you type into a Google engine, for argument's sake, you want the reauthorization form, the page will come up, but there's no way to navigate to it on the site. Anyway, the thing I would say is, if you do manage to knacker the authorization key, you're on the phone to call support, and you know, I have no experience of this in the UK because Korg support and Milton Keynes in the UK are brilliant. But other people in other areas of the world have told me that Korg support in their neck of the woods is less than brilliant. So I can only go by what the comments people have made. Say in the UK, Korg support is actually rather good. So yeah, if you manage to knacker the authorization key, you'll need a new authorization key, and that's a process. So that's how I would do it. I would look to clone the drive. If you're putting a bigger drive into it than you took out of it, something like CloneZilla will allow you to uplift the partition at the same point in time. So you should be able to move the contents of drive 1 to the contents of drive 2 and expand the partition that it's operating on and not use your authorization key. That's generally the plan. Next question comes from Madness. And this is in response to, does the world need the Korg Kronos 3? A Sunday morning rant I did in February 2025. And Madness writes, I'm not quite sure regarding the Korg release, regarding Korg releasing the entire Kronos 3 expanded library for free to owners of all previous Korg instruments. The Kronos 2 library is currently available for download from the Korg shop for $249. That includes the Italian Grand, amongst other things. Why would Korg all of a sudden offer its updated Kronos 3 library free of charge when currently the Kronos 2 library is a paid upgrade? I'm hoping the Korg Kronos 3 has an updated GUI, graphical user interface, with selectable Dark mode. The boot time is very important for gigging musicians, so the fact that Korg have worked on this in the Kronos 3 is a great thing, but something they should have sorted out with the release of the Kronos 2 over a decade ago. I agree with you 100%. This is an interim release while Korg finalise their next big release to truly compete with the likes of the Roland Phantom EX, the Yamaha, he's written Montage M, and the Kirkswell K27 2700. I said it on the video that he's commenting on, and I say again, in my view, this is all about brand loyalty. For those Korg Kronos users like me that have a Korg Kronos 2 and are sitting on the fence about whether to upgrade to a Kronos 3 or exit the platform. Now, you should have had sound banks for Kronos 3 on your Kronos 1 and 2. Now you would have sound banks for the Kronos 3 on your Korg 2, 1X and 2. You will not have to have the performance upgrades or the stability that comes with the Korg Kronos 3. That's the downside. I don't talk enough about Kurzweil liner synthesizers on the channel. I really don't, because I don't know an awful lot about them. But they are another company that's maintained a common workflow across the models. They have gone slightly further, and they effectively kept the operating system the same as you move from model to model. That aside, we'll have to wait for the final OS to be released to find out what's in store. The OS that was showcased at NAMM, we know, was an interim release. It was compiled for the show. It wasn't designed to be a release version or release candidate. And there were things that they weren't demonstrating at NAMM on purpose because the code for that area wasn't quite finished, or the tweaks that they were making to that area weren't finished. So we kind of have to wait for the next piece of the puzzle to arrive.